Today we're going to just draw a goofy caricature, alright? Just going to be a funny face, right? A lot of people want to get more expressive in their artwork. So we're just going to make an old crusty dude, that you can use for whatever and practice doing expressions, okay? So what I'm going to do is, let me see about where I want to put him, make sure he fits. I'm going to start with the nose. I'm going to start above the eye here, and we're going to make a line that comes down just like this. Okay, I'm going to come over to the other side. We're going to kind of come down, and we're going to make a big hook right here, like that. Right now, I know it's uneven, but you got to remember, he's a goofy guy. His face is going to be kind of up on one side and down on the other. All right. So now from there, we're going to pick this line up right here. Right. We're going to come down, and we're going to go up, just like that. Okay. Now that's going to be where his nose starts. Right. Now we're going to come up here, and we're going to go back to here. We're going to start working on the eye. So we're going to come down, and we're going to just go right across straight. Come up a little bit, and back down. Just like that. Come about here and draw a bag. Okay. Now his eyes are kind of half open here. Alright. This was right here is going to be his eyelid. Underneath, about here, I want his eye kind of closed. So it's not going to be too big. We're not going to have it too open. I'm going to draw a little pupil. Like that. Alright. On the other side, pick up about here, draw a big line, come down like that. Inside, we're going to draw this little tiny line like that, because this eye is going to be more closed. Alright. I'm just going to thicken it up just a little bit. And then about here, I'm going to draw a big bag. Another line like that. On the top, out here, we're going to draw his eyelid. Okay. Then we're going to come up here, and we're going to go over and down. And just do something like that. Okay. On this side, we're going to come over, go down, come up, and we'll color this in to give it a little more effect later on. Okay, now this right here is going to be, remember, this is closed, so we're going to darken it in. This right here is his pupil, so we're going to give him a highlight. And we're going to color the rest of that in. Okay. Now he needs it. We're going to give him hair. What are we going to do? So what we're going to do is we're going to put a hat on this guy. So we're going to come up here. I'm going to draw a line coming down like that. We're going to go over, come up, go all the way across the top of what would be his head. Come down, go back up underneath, and that right there is where his forehead will start, and we're just going to connect it there. Okay. Now for the top of his hat, probably about here, we're just going to come down and touch. We don't want to make it too high, because this would be the brim of his hat, kind of like we're looking up at him. Alright, so I'm not going to make it too high. We're going to make it kind of baggy and not perfect, so it looks, give it a little movement. Okay, and he could have his logo or whatever up there. Now for the side of his face, from under his hat, we're probably going to start about here. We're going to come down, get the shape of a side of a face. We're going to come over on this side, touch about maybe here, I guess, because we want to have some room for hair. And we're going to come down there to about there. Okay, let's give this guy a beard. So what we're going to do is, this is going to be beard. For now, I'm just going to rough in about, you know, what I would want. But I'm not making it perfect. I want it to have a little bit of movement again, okay? Something like that. That's going to be a beard, and over here maybe we'll make it a little more interesting by giving maybe a couple of little wisps of hair coming out over there on the side, okay? It'll all make sense when we put it together, don't worry. Now, the interesting part about this is what we're going to do with the face and the mouth, alright? That's what's going to make this guy more expressive. So we're going to come up to about here, alright? And we're going to give him that mustache. Just going to do a line like that. And then this right here is going to be beard. So I'm just going to kind of scribble towards the side of the face there. Alright? Over here on this side, probably about right here, if we want to raise his face, we're going to do some more scribbling. Just kind of do that. Bring it over to here, and then go up and attach it to that line that we drew. Right, so now it's up a little higher than this side. So right about here, I'm going to do my scribble, come over, and do that. Okay. Now we're pick up where we started right here, and we're going to take that and we're going to kind of come down like that. That mixes all that together. And now what we got to do is insinuate a lip in there, and he'll look like he's making a goofy face. So we're going to start here, and we're just going to tuck that up and under right here. Now right at the top is where it gets interesting. We're just going to make a small circle like that. We're going to color that in. Alright. Now this right here is his beard. We can do all of that like it's a beard by coloring it in, and let's see kind of what he looks like. Put it all together here. Then we can give him some wrinkles and stuff for some character. It's going to be the shading and the whole thing put together that makes him actually look kind of neat when we're done. So right now I'm just coloring with my pencil. You know, like up under his nose here, we might do one more. Kind of like color his nostril in there. Okay. Just make a little nostril like that. And keep coloring. Trying to stay out of the way of the camera here a little bit. Sometimes it can be funky to get your hand in there where you want to color or draw. Remember, don't worry if you go out of the lines, because you can always fix it up later, and that'll give him a more appearance of a little more realistic hair. Okay. But all this under the lip and everything is going to be colored in, so that really sticks out. Okay. We are going to want this a little darker, so we can separate that mustache from the rest of the beard, so we know what it looks like, and that it definitely separates from the beard, so you can tell it's a mustache. Not that hard to come up with expressions. You change one eye, you lift an eyebrow, and he'll look totally different. Okay. Now up here is still more hair, so I'm going to make a couple of wispies here. I'm gonna color some of that. And see, basically I'm just scribbling here. And he's starting to look like something. Okay? Now, we can give him some character by adding some lines. For crow's feet here, you know, maybe give him another little bag here. Okay? We can also do some shading on his eyes. But for right now, we're just trying to give him a little bit more character. This right here would be shaded. You know, you can shade all this a little bit. Make the drawing look a little more, not so just plain, right? That's his lid above here. And when we blend all that together, it'll give him some character. We're going to do his eyebrows next. We're going to color those. Alright, what else could he use? He could use some wrinkles. Definitely some character lines in the forehead. Then we just go around and do what we want. Maybe give him, well, this guy looks like an old woodsman or something, so what I'm going to do is give him a logo on his hat. Looks like an old hunter, so we'll give him an NRA hat, I guess. Okay. You can put anything up there, I just have no idea what to put up there, so one of my friends has, it's his favorite hat. He gave me one. So there you go. We'll color that in, and it won't make his hat look so boring. Okay? Sometimes some of the best effects you can get with pencils. And I could really go into a detailed art lesson and show you how to really shade. But right now we're just trying to keep it simple. You know, a simple little face. He's not super realistic, but he's not real cartoony either. We can give him a little bit of shoulders, or give him a collar for his shirt. You know. And maybe just do the brim of his hat with some light, a little bit lighter shading, you know. Just to break it up. Doesn't have to be anything super fancy, you know. And then once you smear all that in and blend it with your finger, you know, it'll look okay. And there you go. And there you go. We have a nice little drawing. He's got a little bit of expression. He's got some character. And that's it. That'll be it for this drawing lesson. Thanks for joining, and I will see you in the next episode and Draw for Fun. I'm Kevin, and that's Draw for Fun with Kevin, actually. If you want to find my channel, make sure you put with Kevin after Draw for Fun. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.